guys, Nightshade here, and in today's video, I am going to cover 12 things you need to know before you start playing Infinity Nikki. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. Number 1. This is not the first Nikki game created by Infold. There are 4 previous series, however, none of this is actually in correlation to our current story in Infinity Nikki. No prior lore or knowledge of the games needed. Number 2. Now for some actual game insight, we have warp spires. These warp spires actually serve 2 purposes. 1, to help you teleport all across the Mirrorland map, which will make your traveling a lot easier, but they actually also are going to help you through your gameplay journey, having what they call realms. In these different realms, there's a multitude of things that you can do to help make your gameplay easier, such as converting materials, increase your styling power, increase abilities, and get exclusive drops for crafting and recoloring certain outfits. Number 3. What is styling power? Styling power is quite literally the overall theme of this game. This world that you've just stepped in is consumed by fashion. So everything that you do, especially when there is an argument to be had, and the way to settle it will be through styling. Think of styling power as Nikki's superpower. Number 4. What is a Whimstar? So Whimstars, if you're familiar with other open world series, the first one that pops to mind is Genshin Impact. Whimstars are the equivalent of your Oculuses. Whimstars are scattered throughout the map in different forms. These are quite necessary in order to unlock certain ability outfits and clothing pieces. Number 5. Since we already covered Whimstars, the next thing on the list is the different minigames that are available throughout the land. There are 2 timer minigames and a hidden object. For the timer minigames, you basically just have to trek through the land and some of the obstacles in your way before the time runs out. The other timed minigame is you traveling on a Nimbus. And as for the hidden object minigame, your objective is to find a star within that circled area. The stars can be practically anything, from ornaments to decor to actual paintings or drawings, so keep a close eye out. Number 6. Adding to the Whimstar list is Curio Realms. Curio Realms, if y'all are familiar with the Zelda Breath of the Wild franchise, are very similar to the shrines that you would go in to complete puzzles. Each Curio Realm will always have a different setup, and you'll need some brain power in order to solve the puzzles. Additionally, other Whimstars will be found by grooming animals and fishing. Number 7. What is Bling? Bling is the currency of Mirrorland. This is your gold. It is a precious resource that you will need in order to do quite literally everything. So always make sure that you collect all of that bling. Number 8. What are Dews of Inspiration? Dews of Inspiration are these pretty little stars that you will be collecting all throughout the map. These Dews of Inspiration are sort of a feeding material that you will be taken to Kilo the Cadence-born. He's a dragon that needs all the inspiration he can get, and in return, he will give you rewards. These rewards are outfits along with other materials in-game. Number 9. Nikki Drowns. If you go into a deep body of water, Nikki will indeed drown. You're able to get away with having her go at least waist deep into the water before she'll actually drown and lose a heart. The good thing though is that her health actually regenerates after about a minute, so you don't have to worry that much about losing health and having to find a way to gain it all over. However, there are health potions if you do find yourself in a bind. Number 10. The weather doesn't actually affect your gameplay. So I know that we've brought up the Breath of the Wild franchise before, and that is simply because if you guys weren't already aware, Kentaro Tominaga, which is the actual director of the Breath of the Wild series, was helping with the creation of Infinity Nikki. And one of the things that I was worried about whenever I heard this was like, oh my god, please tell me that the weather will not be affecting my gameplay, because whenever you would play and it was raining, you could not climb. You would climb and you would slip. The only way that you would be able to complete this task was if you had a special outfit for it. Another thing was lightning. If there was lightning, you would not be able to carry any metal objects. So yeah, that was definitely not the best. Although it did make for a great gaming experience, it was super stressful and honestly frustrating. So I'm glad to see that that particular element wasn't transferred over. Number 11. What is a floof? You're probably wondering, why is this even on the list? But trust me, you will need it. Through my beta experiences, there were several people that did not know what a floof was because it is so vague and there are different types of animals. So you're like, okay, how do I know what a floof is? Floof is this. This is a floof. So don't go exploring the whole map like I did and spend 20 minutes of your time trying to find a floof. This is the floof. Number 12. There are 3 different types of chests in the Infinity Nikki series. So, as we know, anytime that we're out exploring, chests are always a big thing in games. It is no different here. However, there are 3 different types of chests that you will encounter on your journey. One being what I call the basic chest. This chest looks a little dingy. It looks like it's been through things. Like, it just looks kind of plain, kind of simple. In these chests, you'll usually find 5 gems. Then you have your average chest. This chest looks a little bit better. It looks cleaner, sleeker. It looks like you'll find something pretty decent in there. And you will. This chest has 10 gems. And lastly, we have the luxury chest. This chest is gorgeous. It looks like, oh my god, exquisite. Like, it screams luxury. The pink glow around it, the gems, like, ooh, fancy. This chest normally has 30 gems, a Whimstar, or 30 gems and a clothing design together. I actually created a Google Doc specifically for all the chest locations in Mirrorland, so if you're interested in that, the link is included down below. So there you have it, guys. That is it for today's video. I hope that this video helped you understand a little bit more about Mirrorland and help you get prepared for the upcoming journey. Feel free to let me know if you have any more questions down below, and make sure to check out my other videos to further help you through your journey exploring this new Mirrorland with Nikki together. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!